Hello, good day. This is Sir Pentagon, and I'm going to discuss first topic in grade 9 mathematics, Introduction to Quadratic Equations. Okay, so Introduction to Quadratic Equations. Let us have first the objectives. One, let us first define quadratic equations. Determine the values of a, b, and c in quadratic equation written in standard form. Write quadratic equations in standard form. Quadratic equations. An equation in one variable is a mathematical sentence of degree 2 that can be written in standard form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. In the equation, ax squared is the quadratic term, bx is the linear term, and c is the constant term. Let us have the following examples. In our first example, you have 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. So this is an example of quadratic equation that is written in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So all we have to do is to get now the numerical values of a, b, and c. So we have a equals 2, b equals 5, c equals negative 3. Next, we have 3m squared minus 2m plus 6 equals 0. This is another example of quadratic equation written in standard form. So all you have to do is to get the values of a, b, c, or the numerical values. So a equals 3, b equals negative 2, c equals 6. Now I want you to try this. We have 5x squared plus 8x minus 5 equals 0. I'll give you time to answer. So obviously we can answer this using mental, since this is already in standard form. So a equals 5, b equals 8, c equals negative 5. Then another one, you have 3p squared minus 9p plus 7 equals 0. Again, you can solve this mentally. Since this is already in standard form, you can get the numerical values by getting the values of a, b, and c. So a equals 3, b equals negative 9, c equals 7. Now these are other examples. Now we will notice here you have x squared plus 7 equals 0. This is still in standard form, but there is a missing term, which is the linear term. Thus, we can get the value of a here, which is 1, since there is no numerical coefficient for x squared other than 1. So a equals 1, b equals 0, and c is 7. Another one, you have 16x squared minus 9 equals 0. So a equals 16, b is equal to 0, c equals negative 9. Now, there are some cases that the missing term is the constant or the constant term. So, like in this one, you have 2x squared plus 3x equals 0. This is written in standard form. So, we can get the value of a, which is 2, b equals 3, c equals 0. And next, we have 3x squared minus 2x equals 0. So, you just get the numerical value. So, a equals 3, b equals negative 2, c equals 0. Now, there are some given equations that are not in standard form. Take a look at the first example. So, we have here 3x times the quantity of x minus 2 equals 10. Here, what we're going to do first is to distribute 3x inside the parentheses. That will give us 3x times x, 3x squared, 3x times negative 2, negative 6x equals 10. Then, what we're going to do is to transfer 10 on this side by adding the additive inverse using, of course, the addition property of equality here. Since this is 10, we have to add both sides of the equation by negative 10. Like this one. Thus, final answer here will be 3x squared minus 6x minus 10 equals 0. Now, since this is already in standard form, we can get the numerical values of ABC. So, we have A equals 3, B equals negative 6, C equals negative 10. Example 2. We have the quantity of 2x plus 5 times the quantity of x minus 1 equals negative 6. So, you will notice here that this is the product of two binomials. So, what we're going to do here is we use the FOIL method in multiplying two binomials. So, here it is. You have, of course, FOIL stands for first outer, inner last term. So, first we have 2x times x, 2x squared, 2x times negative 1, negative 2x, 5 times x, 5x, 5 times negative 1, negative 5, equals negative 6. And the next step is, we combine like terms. In this case, you have negative 2x and 5x. That becomes 3x. So, 2x squared plus 3x minus 5 equals negative 6. Now, to make this side, the right side, equal to 0, we have to add both sides of the equation by the additive inverse of negative 6, which is positive 6. So, we have to add both left and right by positive 6. So, the final answer here will be 2x squared plus 3x, negative 5 plus 6 is positive 1, equals 0. So, this is now in standard form. So, all we have to do is to get the values. So, you have A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 1. Thank you for watching and listening. God bless us all.